In this podcast episode, Dr. Rachel Rubin, a board-certified urologist and expert in women's sexual health, shares crucial insights about menopause, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, vaginal and pelvic floor health, urinary tract infections, UTIs, and hormonal changes throughout a woman's life. She addresses many medical myths and gaps in knowledge that have long affected women's health, emphasizing the importance of education, proper diagnosis, and accessible treatments to improve quality of life at every stage. Dr. Rubin explains that hormones are neither good nor bad. They simply exist and fluctuate naturally through a woman's life. Starting at puberty, the ovaries produce varying levels of estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, which regulate menstrual cycles and influence physical and emotional health. During pregnancy, estrogen peaks dramatically before dropping suddenly postpartum, triggering symptoms similar to menopause. Breastfeeding often induces a state of low estrogen akin to menopause, known as the genital urinary syndrome of lactation, GSL. Testosterone levels begin to decline around the 30s, independent of menopause, affecting libido, urinary health, and pelvic tissue integrity. The transition into menopause involves erratic hormonal fluctuations before a sharp hormonal decline, leading to common symptoms like hot flashes, vaginal dryness, mood changes, and urinary issues. Dr. Rubin stresses that these hormonal shifts often explain symptoms that are wrongly dismissed or misunderstood. Contrary to common belief that UTIs are mostly caused by sexual activity or hygiene, Dr. Rubin reveals that hormone fluctuations are a major risk factor for UTIs across all ages, from teens on birth control pills to breastfeeding mothers and menopausal women. She introduces the genital urinary syndrome of menopause, GSM, as a condition where decreased estrogen and testosterone lead to changes in vaginal and bladder microbiomes, increased pH, tissue thinning, and vulnerability to infections. Using microdosed vaginal hormones has been scientifically proven to reduce the incidence of UTIs by over half, a safe and cost-effective treatment available for as little as $7 a month. Despite evidence dating back decades, these treatments have been underutilized, largely due to stigma and outdated warning labels about estrogen's risks, which were recently removed by the FDA. Vaginal hormone therapies, whether estrogen creams, suppositories, or rings, offer targeted, localized treatment that restores the vaginal environment without significant systemic absorption or risks. These therapies repair the microbiome, rebalance pH, improve tissue thickness and lubrication, reduce dryness and pain, and strengthen the bladder environment to decrease urinary frequency, urgency, leakage, and infections. Dr. Rubin highlights the importance of using vaginal hormones not only during menopause, but also during other hormonal states like breastfeeding or while on certain birth control methods. The range of delivery methods suits different preferences and needs, including for elderly or immobile women. Despite the low-risk profile and significant benefits, vaginal hormones remain underprescribed due to misinformation, stigma, and lack of provider education. Dr. Rubin traces the history and challenges of HRT, particularly the damage done by the misinterpretation and media panic following the 2002 Women's Health Initiative study. This event led to decades-long underuse and fear of hormone therapy, despite clear evidence that HRT improves bone health, reduces menopausal symptoms, and enhances quality of life. Many clinicians today still lack proper training to prescribe or manage hormone therapy effectively. Modern hormone therapies are safer than ever, with personalized treatments including whole-body estrogen, progesterone for uterine protection and mood, and testosterone for libido and energy. Vaginal hormone therapy is a distinct category, targeting local symptoms and conditions. Dr. Rubin emphasizes the need for shared decision-making and education so women can advocate effectively for appropriate hormone management. Addressing misconceptions about testosterone, Dr. Rubin clarifies that it is a vital hormone for both men and women, with roles in sexual function, mood, energy, and muscle strength. Women's testosterone declines with age, especially in their 30s, which contributes to symptoms like low libido, mood changes, and urinary issues. While most women do not receive FDA-approved testosterone products due to regulatory and pharmaceutical barriers, evidence from worldwide studies confirms its safety and effectiveness when properly dosed, generally about 1/10 of men's doses. Testosterone therapy often results in increased libido, improved mood, enhanced orgasms, and even better urinary function, though it may take several months to notice changes. Dr. Rubin advocates for expanding access to testosterone therapy and educating providers on its benefits. Pelvic floor muscles play a critical role in urinary control, sexual function, and posture. Dr. Rubin discusses how these muscles can become either too tight or weak, leading to problems such as urinary frequency, urgency, leakage, constipation, and pain during sex. Despite their importance, pelvic floor muscles and related rehabilitation are often neglected post-childbirth or in aging. Pelvic floor physical therapy can help rehabilitate these muscles for increased strength and relaxation, improving symptoms of pelvic floor dysfunction. Tight muscles can also be a response to pain from hormonal changes and vaginal dryness, creating a cycle that needs to be addressed through both hormonal treatment and physical therapy. Dr. Rubin highlights the widespread lack of knowledge about female genital anatomy among both patients and clinicians. Genital parts like the clitoris, labia majora and minora, vulvar vestibule, and their changes through life are rarely discussed or shown in medical training. She sheds light on a common but under-recognized condition called clitoral adhesions, where the clitoral hood is abnormally stuck to the clitoral gland, causing pain, reduced arousal, and difficulties with orgasm. An office procedure to gently release these adhesions leads to substantial improvements in sexual function and pain. Dr. Rubin encourages women to use mirrors to understand their anatomy better and to demand validation and diagnosis when experiencing symptoms like pain, discomfort, or dryness, rather than dismissing these issues as normal aging or all in the head. Pain during sex is often rooted in hormonal changes, muscle tightness, or nerve issues. Hormonal imbalances cause vaginal dryness and tissue fragility, leading to irritation and discomfort during penetration. Concurrently, pelvic floor muscle spasms or hypertonicity contribute to pain and difficulty with penetration. A smaller subset of patients may have nerve-related pain requiring specialized treatment. Education and proper diagnosis are key, as many women never receive adequate evaluation or treatment. Dr. Rubin stresses that sex should not hurt, and addressing the root causes with hormone therapy, pelvic floor rehabilitation, and nerve treatments when necessary can significantly improve sexual well-being. Throughout the conversation, Dr. Rubin stresses the systemic issues in healthcare, medical education gaps, short appointment times, insurance limitations, and stigma around women's sexual health that prevent women from receiving the care they deserve. She encourages patients to become their own advocates, educate themselves, and build a healthcare pit crew of providers who listen, are curious, and collaborate on individualized care. Patients are urged to openly communicate symptoms and ask their providers whether they are the right person to help with these specialized issues. Dr. Rubin offers resources including online courses, specialized societies, and social media to empower both patients and clinicians. Dr. Rubin provides accessible education channels, including her website and social media, where patients can keep up to date on research, new treatments, and guidelines. She highlights recently published guidelines from the American Neurologic Association on genital urinary syndrome of menopause and vaginal hormone use as a resource for patients and clinicians. She also points to documentaries and media projects that illuminate these issues, breaking down stigma and spreading awareness. Education remains a central pillar of change, with Dr. Rubin passionately advocating for broad awareness to save and enhance women's lives worldwide.